What's up, everyone? This is Jimbo bringing you week 1 of the National Player GM commentary highlights. So this is my first game of the week, and I had to play the Anaheim Ducks. Unfortunately, though, when I went to edit the highlights for all of my games, only 2 out of the 5 games saved correctly. So this week it's going to be a little short. Kind of extended the highlights, I feel like, this week to make a decent video for you guys. So we're going to do with what we worked with, and here we go. In goal for the Ducks is Corey Schneider, the first game of the year for both teams, and in goal for us, we've got Kari Lehtinen. So let's take it to the first period. A few minutes into the first, and Dubinsky's able to block Josh George's shot, and then receives the pass here, able to skate past Chara and fire one top corner on Corey Schneider. Beautiful goal. Dubinsky's first of the year from Patrice Bergeron and Devin Setaguchi. Let's take another look. Later in the first, Dubinsky takes a run at the Ducks player. Not really sure who it was, but Derek Brassard comes and stands up for his player. So we got a Dubinsky versus Derek Brassard fight. Dubinsky whipped on a couple of shots there. Finally starts to land some, and he knocks down Brassard. So they'll both go off for fighting. Later in the first, Kulikov with a really nice poke check and is able to feed it up to Devin Setaguchi. Adds a little dangle and snipes it top shelf on Corey Schneider. Almost the same place Dubinsky scored. Let's take another look as Setaguchi has his first of the year from Dmitry Kulikov. In the final minute of the first period, Mark Mathot rips one off the post. Henrik Sedin will go in to corral the puck and gets one past Kari Lehtinen. Make that a 2-1 game. Sedin gets his first of the season from Mathot and Butler. Second period, Dan Carcillo just rips one past Kari Lehtinen, and I'm still wondering how that puck got in. It's Dan Carcillo. Not known for his shooting, known definitely for his fighting, and he gets his first of the year from Scott Hartnell and Zdeno Chara. Later in the second, Setaguchi throws the puck into the corner, corralled by Brandon Dubinsky, who fires it home on Corey Schneider again in the same corner. His gloves definitely seems to be his weak point, and that would be the game winner as Dubinsky gets his second from Setaguchi and Schultz. So the final score is 3-2. Dubinsky gets the first star with 2 goals, Setaguchi second, and Kulikov third. Now going into what will be our third game of the season, Dubinsky had an injured hip and he'll be out for 6 games. So that game, we were facing the Toronto Maple Leafs. The only matchup will be Kari Lehtinen with an .875 save percentage against Mike Smith. First game of the season for the Maple Leafs. Let's see how it goes. In the second period, David Moss gets the puck going up the side, shoots, and Matthew Perreault puts in the rebound, giving Toronto the 1-0 lead. Perreault's first of the season from David Moss and Tobias Enstrom. Let's take another look. Kari Lehtinen letting the 5-hole wide open. In the second, Brent Burns able to fight right through and find Dave Bolin, who puts it home for his first of the year from Burns and Hamonic. While they're still announcing that Dave Bolin goal, Lee Stepniak able to get the puck in the corner. He's able to come out and get one home and put us right back in it, making it a 1-goal game. Stepniak, second of the year from Kulikov and McDonough. With under a minute to go in the second period, Kulikov takes a tripping penalty, and that would lead to this third period goal. For us, yep, that's right, a shorthanded goal by Ryan McDonough. Just like that, we're tied. McDonough's first of the year from Sutter and Schultz. Take a quick look here. Able to find the corner. Beautiful. But on that same power play, Subban dumps the puck in. Kopecky able to pass out to Smith, who beats it right back to Kopecky, and wow. That was a beautiful goal. Power play goal for the Toronto Maple Leafs. And we're down by 1 again. Smith with a really good pass though to Kopecky, who buries it right on the opposite side to give them a lead. On the icing call, Bergeron, trying to get the team fired up, gets into a fight with Ian White. So far, pretty even fight. Oh, but down goes Bergeron. Would his tactics work to fire up the team? The very next face-off, after that fight, Schultz able to get it to Stepniak, who gets it to Sutter. Sutter skates in over to Setaguchi, who scores. And just like that, we're tied at 3. Setaguchi, second of the year from Sutter and Stepniak. Guess that fight definitely fired us up because it's all tied now. And that's how it would stay at the end of 3, bringing us to overtime. Last seconds of overtime, and we just can't get it into the back of the net. Keep trying, and that means we're going to have a shootout. So we elected to shoot first, and Patrice Bergeron will be our first shooter. Bergeron takes it out wide and just gets robbed by the goaltender, Mike Smith. So we need Lettinen to make a save just to keep it in it, and it'll be Radim Verbata for Toronto. And Lettinen able to make the save. So tied at 0 here, we got Setaguchi. Setaguchi was able to not score. Got you guys. And we're still got nothing. Tobias Enstrom will be Toronto's next shooter, and he was not able to score either. Kari Lettinen staying big. Our next shooter would be Ryan McDonough. The defenseman, kind of a bold choice here. Let's see what he can do. Oh, he gets poke checked by Mike Smith. With that save, it means this shot could win it for Toronto. They've got Wayne Simmons going. And he's able to score on Kari Lettinen, giving them the win. It's alright, we fought back to tie this one up. I'm satisfied to at least get 1 point. An overtime loss is not terrible. Our other games this week that didn't record, we beat Nashville 4-1. We were able to defeat the Boston Bruins 4-2. That game, Ray Emery was in net. And we were able to beat the Washington Capitals 3-2 in overtime. Devin Setaguchi with the game winner. So here are our stats through the first week. Devin Setaguchi leads the team with 9 points. He's got 4 goals and 5 assists. Stepniak leads the team in goals with 5, and he's in second with points with 6. Some other players, McDonough had 5 points, Sutter with 4, Schultz with 4, and Bergeron also had 4. Some players down low, Dubinsky mentioned he did get hurt. In the 2 games he played, he did have 2 goals. Through the first week, Kari Lettinen has a 1.93 goals against average, and in one game, Ray Emery let up 2 goals, so his average obviously is 2. 3 wins for Kari Lettinen, 1 for Ray Emery. 8 goals allowed for Lettinen, and like I said, 2 for Ray Emery. And that's right, Kari Lettinen able to get on the score sheet for an assist. Look at that. So yeah, it's pretty good. Going into week 2, we were able to add Matt Cook and Tommy Winkles to our team, so we've got some more depth offensively, which means we'll probably send Nino Niederreiter down. Also, I tried to get Lubomir Vishnowsky for some defensive depth, but was unsuccessful. If you look on the right side, you can see that next week we've got a game against Johnny, so look out for that. Don't forget to check out his Week 1 highlights and Justin Furno's Week 1 highlights on their own channels. That's it for me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week. Peace.